Jeff over at Camera Concepts. I mean, we've known each other for many, many years. You know me as a small child at East Coast Star Party, and you got a tremendous amount of supply here, don't you?
Yeah, we brought the whole crew. We closed the store for the weekend, and we bring everybody. I've got a crew of about 12 employees, and they're working their butts off like crazy. So. But we expanded so much that we added another booth across the way here. So we brought basically everything there is.
Yeah, and just like the evolution of what Camera Concepts was, it was just a camera store. And now you're just a full-on retailer for astronomy equipment. Now it seems like.
Right, exactly.
With that pivot,
it's become our main source. 80 to 85% of our business is done in astronomy. But we started off as an old camera shop, and that was 41 years ago.
41 years ago, wow.
1985. And then in 1995, this guy from Meade comes in, and he says, you should sell this stuff. And he puts together a 10-inch LX5, I think, at the time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He puts it all together, and I said, what the hell is it? Degree, and I went crazy. So this is my own personal obsession here now.
Oh yeah. You're a big retailer coming off of Long Island for all this kind of stuff too, because it's very hard to find anything, especially like in the Mid-Atlantic region, that actually have stuff like this in a store that you could go to purchase.
Right. Now we carry every major brand there is, and I'm the doodad guy. Okay, they say if you need that part or that little adapter, which I'm very proud of that moniker. However, I'm also the big stuff guy, the mounts and the telescopes and all that. So we let ourselves be known that not only do we sell the little eyepiece caps and the cases, but we also sell the Origin and the EQ6 mounts and all that.
And you have the S30 Pro, which, funny story with that, a couple of days ago inside of one of the C-Star groups, someone had posted the screenshot of your store and asked, is this place legit? They're like, no, this looks like a scam. And I was like, hold on, I gotta set this straight. And I'm like, no, this is great. Jeff's a wonderful guy. He says they have it. It's like they have it in stock. And I was like, they more than likely do. You guys have stock of things that I always look to. I was like, okay, this place don't have it. This place don't have it. I was like, I bet you Jeff has it.
Well, that's right. And that really ballooned when COVID came around, and nobody had anything. And all of a sudden, they finally called me, and I said, of course I have it. I said, I've got tons of it. And we sold like crazy. So we're happy to make a whole lot of new customers now.
Absolutely.
But no, I'm a totally legitimate child. Don't insult my mother. That's absolutely there. So it's all good. And we have a real brick and mortar store that we would welcome you to come into and see all this stuff. We've got about 50 or 60 scopes on the display floor. We've got merchandise you can touch and feel if you ever come to Long Island. It's great.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, there's been many times, because I recently had got a Star Adventure GTI, but I didn't have the tripod that worked with it. No one else had it.
Yeah.
Guess you had it. You did.
That's it. Exactly. Well, I made my reputation at star parties.
Yes.
Because I was the guy that brought the stuff that you really needed. The dew heater would crap out on you, and you needed a replacement dew heater, or that night was going to be worthless.
You forgot your red flashlight.
Right. Flashlights.
You left it at home. Like, oh no.
Yeah. So I was the guy that was there to do supplies, and I counted on
setting up, and then especially over in Coin Jock, where the humidity is usually really bad at night when we're at East Coast, and just dew up here, it's like, oh, my dew heater stopped working.
Yeah. And I hear that East Coast is coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard it.
In the new location. So, Kent, I'm on my way. Greta and I are going to come, but I'm not bringing the store. I'm just bringing the wine and food. Greta's good food, so that's a
he's got the donuts.
Yeah, he's got the
cocaine donuts.
Yeah, absolutely. So we miss those guys. I just saw Jim Langley here, and
Jim's here?
Yeah, Jim's here.
Oh,
he
wow.
Just came over and said hello, and John Raymond does the solar out there, so
very nice.
Yeah, so it's good to see.
So it's great. It's awesome to see you booming like this and continue. I mean,
it's working well. We're trying to take care of everybody.
Especially with all the pivots in the past year of getting supply and cost effectiveness.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
So it makes it a little bit more difficult, unfortunately. Well, Jeff, I appreciate everything you do, and it's always a pleasure seeing you.
Thanks. It's good seeing you guys too. Take care.
So we're over here to more of kind of like some used equipment from Camera Concepts, like this beautiful 15-inch Obsession telescope truss tube, f4.5. I've always dreamed about having an Obsession, especially for a large Dobsonian like that, since this is how I started in the astronomy hobby like 15 years ago doing visual astronomy, and you know, having something like this was really cool. Now, like, I've seen Obsession telescopes as much as 25 and even 30 inches like my buddy Ken has, and you had to climb a steel ladder just to see it. So that is beautiful through there. Back over here we have a couple of some classics. It looks like we have a nice little CGX mount here from Celestron, decent price, $4.99. You can get a decent amount of, I forget the actual weight capacity for those kinds of mounts through there. You got some really, really nice binoculars from Explorer Scientific, if you're into the bino viewing, and even, you know, something that you probably won't see or be made anymore, and that is from Meade. Unfortunately, they're no longer with the company. The classic Meade LX200 EMC. This is a, trying to see, it's a 10-inch version for $1,000. That's actually really, really nice, and you even get the fork mount with it. That's a really nice price. And going over here, oh my goodness, it's like I'm seeing a ghost. I used to have the same exact mount here, the Ioptron DEM 28s, and we all know what happened with this mount. So if you don't know, I'm gonna roll that clip of what happened. Yeah, that mount is now dead, unfortunately. But coming over here, we got some really beefy looking refractors. We have, looks like from Explorer Scientific, that is the 127, a little bit of the bigger brother of my 102. We also have the Stellarvue 130, stepping down to what looks like another 127. And here we go, there is my one here. This is the a little bit upgraded version, the FCD 100 coatings. And this one here is $1,499. It's actually not a too terrible price for that. We also already have a Heliostar, which is the brand new solar telescope from Skywatcher. It's a really, really nice one. Hopefully we can actually see some views with that today, since it is sunny and they're going to be setting up outside for the solar star party out there. Heading back over here, we got some more beefy Schmidt Cassegrain telescopes. This is another Meade LX200 here. This is a really, really big version through here. We also have an old classic Celestron. I think this is a C14. Yeah, this is a C14. This is one of the bigger scopes through here. We also have some classic Orion scopes here by Vixen. This is a 120 achromatic. We also have the carbon fiber Explorer Scientific here on display. And the cool thing is, you know, when you come to NEAF and you want to check out Camera Concepts, you can actually purchase a lot of this stuff right here and you take it home with you. So my wife will have to hold my wallet for me when doing this. We also have some of the smaller telescopes here. We got this little guy, a little truss tube action from Skywatcher, and I think this is the, yep, this is a 200, so this is an 8-inch. Dobsonian. That's a really, really great visual scope too. I usually recommend anyone that wants to get into visual astronomy but don't want something too small that they're not going to be able to, you know, see much of anything. 8 inches really the sweet spot to start off with. That's what I started off with a Meade Starfinder, surprisingly, for something like that back from the 80s. And then we got some smaller telescopes over here from Explorer Scientific, your wide field refractors, and looks like we got a Red Cat as well back over here. Yeah, we got a little Red Cat 51. It's the newer version that actually has the focus knob through here. It's not the old, you know, twist and turn method. We have an ED80. Also have the upgraded version of ED80, and that looks like a, oh, that's a Stellarvue. I thought that was a Teleview at first, but $350 for an 80 millimeter. That's actually quite nice. But the really nice part is with Camera Concepts, like I said before, and what Jeff was talking about, he has a lot of stock here over at NEAF and on the website too. If you check out Camera Concepts, you'll be able to find pretty much a lot of stock that people don't normally have, he usually does. And if you don't actually know, just give them a call. They're always answering the phone and they're super helpful all the time. So Camera Concepts, great people, known them for a long time, and hopefully I can get them to earn your business as well.